Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Train of Thought. My name is Trey. This is where I share my thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets. So, preseason game number 4 just wrapped up. Jets beat the Calgary Flames 4-1. Um, Interesting game. There's a lot of dynamics in coming in because there was uh, a possible preview of the number one line playing tonight of Wheeler, Shifley, and Ehlers, and kind of how is that going to go. There was Jack Roslovic playing with Brian Little on the second line, so that was a storyline coming in, and then um, since this is a big game for a lot of the young guys, how are they going to perform? As this is the fourth game out of 7 games, they have a game on Tuesday, and then Paul Maurice said he's probably going to trim down the roster sometime on Wednesday, whether that's before or after practice. So um, big opportunity for a lot of these guys. There's lots of holes, with the absence of two big guns on like the forwards that we well know about that we've discussed on here, as well as some openings on D from absences and also some um, guys that moved on to other teams in the offseason. So it was a key game for them. So as I was watching the game, it was one of those things where I was gonna try and come on here and say, "Oh man, here are 2 or 3 guys that really stood out." And during the first period, it's like, "Well, that guy looks good, and that guy looks good, and that guy looks good," and that's kind of how I felt during all 3 periods. If there's different guys that were stepping up or um, doing things at different times. So um, I'd say some of the most consistent guys were Billy like Hainala, our brand new first round draft pick on D, and he led the team in ice time, and he looked pretty good out there for an 18-year-old kid that was virtually given no shot to make the team this year, and a lot of people are thinking that he was going to go back to Finland after the preseason. He's looking like he's at least going to maybe stick around with the Moose, if not hang around with the Jets. And it might be an opportunity where maybe he plays a few game with the Jets and then gets sent down, something like that. But he's looking really good. He was making some smart, heady plays out there, which for an 18-year-old, especially a defenseman, um, is pretty awesome. Just showing not only um, the physical skill set that he has, but also the mental and competitive drive that he has. So he looked awesome tonight. Juna Luotu scored the third goal of the game, which was a great play where he kind of stuck with the puck and scored. And it was nice to see him rewarded because he's been talked about a lot when he's played this preseason. Um, Lauren or like Lauren Brossois looked really good in net again. I can't remember exactly how many shots he saw, but he only gave up the 1 goal for the second game in a row. So he's really looking like he's gonna be again a very solid backup option to Hellebuck. And if he continues to play this way, he's going to put himself in the competition to play more. And that's probably going to become a talking point in Winnipeg. Is he going to get more of a chance? But Hellebuck's pretty established in that number one role, um, so we'll see. But he at least has put his name out there to get a few more starts, and hopefully he can stay healthy too. Um, some other things that I was impressed by. I talked about the lines. Wheeler, Shifley, and Ehlers looked good out there tonight. Blake scored Blake Wheeler scored the game-winning goal on a nice play where Anthony Bitetto put a puck in on net, and Wheeler got a lucky bounce to kind of tap it in. So I want to talk a little bit about Bitetto and about the D a little bit later. But the top line looked good. Also, I thought that Little and Roslovic looked good out there and showed some chemistry, where there was talk earlier in the day about how would they work together. And I know that they were put together because Paul Maurice wanted Jack Roslovic to see the consistency in Brian Little's game and try and incorporate that into his own. So I thought that they had some good chemistry out there, and maybe that will be a preview of some of what we'll see in the regular season. And then also, probably my last point will be there was some really strong play on the D. Seth Green made some nice plays to not only put the puck on net, but he also thwarted a breakaway chance that kept the game 1-0 Jets for a while. And then I also liked how they were aggressive putting pucks on net. I know Tucker Poolman, who had another solid showing tonight, had 3 shots on goal in the first period. One of them, he whipped a wicked wrister, say that 3 times fast, at the net that a rebound opportunity came out, and Jack Roslovic was able to tap it into the net. And then the second goal, kind of similar thing, where Anthony Bitetto whipped it in on net, and it bounced off Calgary defenseman and right to Blake Wheeler, and he was able to tap it in. So I liked what they were doing at the point, and I know that's kind of their job, but I liked seeing that they were aggressive and not just trying to pass it to some of the skill guys like Wheeler or Scheifele or something like that. So that's what I have for tonight. The Jets are back in action on Tuesday night in Calgary. It's going to be a little bit later game, so it'll be a little bit later of a video posting. But I'll be talking about that. And as always, as I've been saying in the last couple of videos, please share your thoughts in the comment section. I want to know how you feel about the game, about the team, about life, whatever. Let's chat about it. And also hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to continue to do these videos. I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to the interaction with all of you. So thanks again for the support. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.